Hey y'all, it's Michelle. So, another week has passed. I'm just coming from my Weight Watchers meeting and I hit my goal, my first goal. This week I lost 3.8 pounds, so that brings my total to 21 pounds. Um, and I know what you're thinking. You thought I would be happier than this, right? I did too. And I was just talking or chatting with my best friend, and she's on the same weight loss journey and close to her goal as well. And I think that the reality of everything is setting in terms of um, maintenance. Being able to enjoy life, have splurges here and there in moderation, and not gain the weight back. I would still like to lose maybe, at this point, I'm thinking 3 or 4 more pounds just to have some cushion for the whole monthly cycle thing. Again, a lot of people may look at me and say, "What? You're done?" But I have a proportion issue going on because it doesn't make any sense for the rest of my body to be, very, small when my chest is like bam. So proportion is important. So yeah, I'm extremely close. So, but I just, my friend is coming to visit in a few weeks. My best friend, and she's on the same weight loss journey. And I was making some notes of things that I wanted to do when she's here. And I love breakfast. Breakfast is like my favorite meal. And when she's here, there's like a couple of breakfast spots that I would love to go. I love the broken egg and flying biscuit, and but that would just blow both of our whole wad of points at breakfast. And so it's like, I know it's just a weekend, but I don't know. It's just, I was texting her and told her, I wish I wasn't using my phone. I would just read the text to you. But, I was just saying how different we could go about the weekend if we didn't have this as a restriction. And maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way, that it's not restriction. This is for our health, and, to eat, we should be eating in moderation anyway. But I would just like to go out and have a good meal and not think about, okay, well, now I've done this day, and so for the rest of the week, I need to be, I can't use any weekly points. Now, that's just a reality for me going forward, because this is a lifelong journey. But it's still a very sobering thought at the same time. I understand that. So before you, comment that, this is a lifestyle, not a diet. Yeah, I know all that. But it still is, as you get closer to whatever your personal goal is, it's still a sobering thought for me anyway, to think that, there is no arrival point. You've never arrived, because this will just continue. If you get the feeling that you've arrived, then that's when you relax, you get comfortable, and you start eating too much. Your portions get just a little bit larger, or and that's what puts the weight back on. So, that's why I guess I'm not like, jumping for joy, like I thought I would be. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with what I've accomplished. And so, I'm not diminishing that, trying to take away from that at all. But it's just now I have a new challenge. Challenge number 1 was losing weight. Challenge number 2 is maintaining. Now, I know that in maintenance mode, and not that I'm considering myself in maintenance mode yet, I would like to get that cushion of a weight loss before I consider myself in maintenance. But now in maintenance, the challenge is to add just a little more food each week, and kind of see how you do on the scale, and that's how you determine your food intake going forward. So it is a very experimental phase when you're beginning maintenance. because you can't continue to eat at the lower points because you'll continue to lose. So maybe that will be that one, nice cheat meal without thinking about it per week that would give me that satisfaction about my life. That would be enough for me. If I can just look forward to, going out, once a week, which is all you should be doing, all I should be doing anyway. This shouldn't be a daily cheat thing. But, if I have that one day that I know I'm going to go out and, have a nice meal, have a glass of wine and just completely enjoy myself and not think about it. And then for the rest of the week, just stay within my points. I can live with that. So, excuse me. So it's just a matter of me figuring that out for myself and just accepting that as my new challenge. So that's where I am. I'm officially at 21 pounds lost. Remember how devastated I was last week? And because last week I had gained 1.4. So, I made up for that and then lost what I needed to, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's, okay. So anyway, yeah, 3.8. So I'm at 21 pounds down. And I was thinking in the meeting, the leader was asking, how people felt. A lot of people met some goals today, a lot of 5% goals, 10%, lots of goals were met. So the leader was asking how different people, felt. And I think the one thing for me is I'm just happy that I started, because it's so easy to, when you have weight to lose, to think about how long it's going to take to lose the weight. But that time is going to keep marching on whether you lose the weight or not. So, time just keeps moving. So, I'm just happy that I took advantage of that time. And when I started back in, gosh, when did I start? November 13th was my first weigh-in. So that's been a minute, but the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight. So I remember in my 20s, gosh, I could lose 5 pounds in a week and, just say, I'm going to lose weight this week and just lose it. So yeah, and now it takes me like 2 weeks to lose a pound. But yeah. I got some treats. Let me show you what I have been loving. So I've been buying these for a while now. And I have shown you these chips. These are the barbecue ones. They're 2 points for a pack. I also got these, the sea salt, no, not sea salt, yeah, salt and vinegar. Oh, these are so good, because I'm one that anytime I go to like Subway or Jimmy John's, I have to have potato chips. I'm not a huge potato chip person otherwise, but when I get a sandwich or sub, I do want chips on the side. But now, like, these are completely satisfying. These take the place of my salt and vinegar chips, and these take the place of my barbecue chips. 2 points, and there's a good portion in the bag, in each bag too. I don't know, the bag may not, you may not be able to see how large the bag is, but there's a lot of them in here. So I'm very happy that I finally discovered those or tried those. I'm trying to see. I probably don't want to know what they're made of, so scratch that part. The other thing I tried, they were sampling these in my meeting. These are the vanilla apple chai breakfast bars. They're 5 points. And I had one with my coffee while I was sitting in my meeting, and it was really good. I could see myself having this with a banana and my coffee for breakfast. And it has 7 grams of protein, only 1 gram of fiber, but the protein is good for breakfast. And then of course, these you've seen, I've been buying these for a while now. These are the same breakfast bars, but in dark chocolate. So, and I love these also with a banana. Now these have 5 grams of fiber. This only has 1 gram. Protein. And this has 8 grams of protein, and this only has 7. So this is the better one for, in terms of, feeling satisfied. Oh, it has the nuts. This one has nuts in it. That's what it is, and this one doesn't. Anyway, so that's what happened this week, and I'm not sure. This coming week, I have to count my days. I'm not really, well, no negative self-talk, but I just know where I am in my month, so I don't have high hopes for next week's weigh-in, but I'm going to do my best. Oh, let me tell you what I have been trying. I was texting with my sister yesterday, and we were talking about, or was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Anyway, for the last 2 nights, bottom line, I've made an attempt to not eat after 6 o'clock. I was just curious, what effect that would have on how I felt and also on the scale. Now, I only did it for a couple nights, so I can't say that had any impact on the scale, but I definitely have felt different. Now, ordinarily, I eat dinner really late. I eat dinner at between, I would say, 7 and 8:30. Really, really late. And then on top of dinner, I also have my bedtime snack. So I'm eating a lot of calories really late. And I'm sure that if I rearrange my calorie intake, I will notice a difference in my weight loss and also my maintenance. I think that's going to be the key as I go into my maintenance mode. So what I found is, one night, last night actually, it was a real struggle because I don't get off work until 4:45. And then, by the time I drive home, I walk Pixie anywhere from, 30 to 45 minutes. It's just really a push for me to eat before 6 o'clock. So my goal is, even if I don't make 6 o'clock, it's to eat as early as possible, because sometimes I intentionally will put dinner off. I'll think about it and I'm actually feeling a little hungry, quite honestly, and say, oh no, I'm gonna wait a little longer. I don't know why I do that. So my goal at this point is to eat as early as I can. And now what my sister does, I'm just telling her business, but she eats her heaviest meal for lunch. And then when she gets home at night, she has her lighter meal. Now that is also something to think about doing. That would require a lot more planning. I don't know why I think that, but I feel like I could possibly do that. That's a really good idea. And especially since I eat lunch kind of late. I don't know. Not really late, but anyway, that's something else for me to consider. But definitely this, eating between 7 and 9, 10 o'clock, by the time I eat my bedtime snack, doing that has got to stop. And so that's definitely, and how did I feel? So the night that I did it, the 2 nights that I did it, even though last night I didn't make the 6 o'clock, but I still ate really early for me, is I felt so light during the night. Like, I wake up during the night and I gotta hurry up because I'm almost at 15 minutes. I wake up during the night to go to the bathroom or, whatever, usually check my social media. Anyway, but I feel really light and like my stomach, it feels flatter. So, and I don't know if that's just the weight loss in general, or is it attributed to stopping eating earlier. I think it's a little bit both, but I definitely know that I need to stop eating earlier. So I'm rambling, going on and on, saying the same thing over and over again, but that's what I'm going to try to do. So I will keep you posted about that. That is my challenge for the week, is to cut off eating earlier in the evening and see how I feel going forward. So, okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you all had a good week as well, those of you that are on weight loss journeys. And please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. How far back I would have to get for you to see what I'm looking like. These are my weigh-in pants. I always wear these, but my abs are, they're not abs, but my waistline has become a little bit more cinched. But yeah, so this is my proportion. Can y'all see? I don't know how people do this, but yeah. So I am comfortably in a size 10 slacks, 12 jeans and 10 slacks. So I do have a lot of 12 slacks, but they are like really big and baggy. So anyway, that's what I'm looking like. Okay, thanks for watching.